I'll start this meditation with a breath work that I enjoy doing. You can do whatever breath work you want, but I will introduce the 478 breath. And then I will go read what the Maharic 12D shielding seal, what it does. And then I will go through the meditation. And I also have this meditation on my Rumble channel and my YouTube channel. So I'll just wait a few more minutes. I know it's a Saturday. A lot of people are busy doing their stuff. You you can go grocery shopping. You can sit on the toilet for all I care. I don't care what you're doing, but it is a really important meditation. And as you do this meditation, you can alter it. As you hone the skill of how this meditation works, you can change it up a bit. So that's what I've been doing. So let me just pull up some documents here real quick. So I can have easy access to the meditation. Hold on a second. Okay. So with the breathing, I'm going to go ahead since Grant, you're in here, and we're 3 minutes in. The 478 breath. So when you inhale through your nose. You inhale for 4, and then you hold it for 7, and then you release it through your nose for 8. And as you're releasing, you want to bear down a little bit in your abdominal area, not too hard, just a little bit, because it will take a while to empty out the air in 8 counts. So you breathe in for 4, hold it for 7, and then release it for 8. So I like to do this breath work about 3 to 4 times. I do it before I have someone lay on my mat, and then do it before you do the Maharic Seal. You can listen to music when you do the Maharic Seal and do your breath work too, because you will be doing a breathing technique to push the Hierophant down into inner earth. So I'm going to explain what the shielding does. I'm going to explain what it is first. So it creates the 12D Maharic shielding. It creates a protection from interdimensional manipulation of our natural neurological communication lines. And as a Maharic shield it's composed of the 10th, 11th, and 12th dimensional scalar grids. Our bodies are scalar grids. We produce scalar energy forms. And so that's also the Mahara Hova body. And it contains the 144 frequency subharmonics of the entire 12th dimensional spectrum. And that the 10, 11, and 12th dimension is in harmonic universe 4. And the density is 4. And because of these 144 subharmonic scalar wave spectrums at the 12th dimensional, the shield can be reset to the original non-distorted imprint of particle phasing and flashline sequences within the Kathara grid 12 system. So in our bodies, we have the Kathara grid. You know that looks like a kind of a diamond shape. And it has all these axotonal lines, they go straight and this way, and it has the different dimensions, and those are connected to your chakra energy points. That's the Kathara grid. And I've been really big about talking about the particle phasing. And so this 12D shielding gets you aligned in your proper coding. Okay. And so it restores the imprint for health and within your mind, body, and spirit, and the holographic template of the scalar grids. And that's the system for manifestation. And so it restores it to the original function. This is a temporary shielding. The more you do it, the longer it stays within your system. So this is a energy force you're creating within your system. It's a current you're running. And when you activate the Maharic Shield, it opens and activates and realigns the scalar wave flash line sequences that are dormant in the Kathara grid. We have dormancy. A lot of us are not. We're online, we're activated, but we still have crystal seals that are becoming activated. The reason why I'm doing this around, the solar eclipse is because this is the eclipse with the portals and the stargates. It's going to start intense activations. And so this is going to help you get the proper coding when you're activated, because we're going to have infiltration to not let you have the proper coding, the unnatural Merkaba, versus the natural one. And those are different angular spin rotations. And so this shielding is so important. And this is why I am doing what I'm doing. I'm getting messages, sorry. So hopefully people are, watching my Facebook. And Grant, if you're still here, can you give me feedback if you can every so often to make sure I see your messages? So I just would like feedback as we go before I start the meditation. I'm going to continue on. So with the dormant areas, it works on your Kathara Centers, your Kathara Lines, your crystal seals, your Hova Bodies, your Diodic Points, your chakras, your DNA, and your outer and inner layers of the chakras, and your morphogenetic field. It covers everything. And it's the core healing for therapeutics. It activates and runs the Mahara current within the human body, and it serves as a carrier wave, okay? We all know about carriers, right? Like with essential oils, you shouldn't just put them on your body. Yay, you made it, Lacey. You're supposed to use like an oil to carry that essential oil to distribute. So this acts as a carrier wave. It acts to a holding spot for it. So running the Mahara also accelerates your DNA template, and it progressively restores it at the D12 pre-matter personal divine blueprint, and it increases your bodily health, accelerates spiritual integration, and activates your personal Merkaba field. It amplifies natural consciousness expansion and higher sensory perception. When you're having moments of going through your higher selves, and we're reaching repulsion zones, the void zones, this Maharic shield helps you clear up distortions I'm sorry, I'm closing my eyes. Sometimes the camera gets to me when I'm so activated, and it helps me think and stay focused when my eyes are shut. I visualize it in my mind. So this, when you're in a moment and you're having a bad day, you're having heavy emotions, you're working through all your higher levels of self, this Maharic shield will help you get through those times. It clears the distortion, because when you're reaching all those higher levels of self, you are healing it, but you're also having distortions. And so we want to make sure that you are getting a clear channel and not getting static contamination. Okay. So so running this current, it's a temporary pillar, like I said before. It's the Christos frequency. It's not the Metatron. We are reaching for Christos, Christ consciousness. Okay, that's the proper alignment. This whole mission is the Christos realignment mission, and this is part of realigning. Okay, it's your bioenergetic field, that with your DNA linking your multidimensional anatomy into its Christos prematter, which is the fourth harmonic, which is Aramatina, and it's the fourth density, and it's in 10, 11, and 12 dimensions. It's your prematter divine blueprint. It protects. It's a protection field for your mind, body, and spirit, and for integrity. And it's you can once you've learned this meditation, you can tweak it the way you need to, and you can seriously Before you go grocery shopping, you can do this visual and you run it through your system and zip, 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 boom, you're done. Okay, so you can go real fast. You don't need to spend 20 minutes doing this. You spend 20 minutes doing this until you hone the skill. And a lot of times what happens is the current is so intense that you start to fall asleep. You start to get into meditative theta mode. And so it's okay if you do that. Your unconscious mind is still hearing it. You just pick back up and re-listen to it and don't and it's like a foreign language. It takes time to learn and to absorb. Okay. So doing this on a regular basis is what the goal is. So this is why it's so important to that we're doing it at this particular time. So now we're going to go ahead with the meditation. Okay, you guys. So get into a comfortable spot, and you can play music in your background, and we'll go through. You do your breathing technique. So I like the I said in the beginning of the video, the 4-7-8. You inhale for 4 and you hold it for 7 and release for 8. And you do it all through your nose. It's breath work through your nose. 4, 7, 8. Takes time to hone that one too. But once you do it, we technically should be breathing through our nose. Getting into the food aspects and allergies, all this inflammation, a lot of people can't breathe through their nose. And this gets into proper diet, detoxing and things like that to cut the inflammation down. All right, you guys, here we go. I still breathe through my mouth. It's a training. It takes skills. Okay. Close your eyes and visualize the image of a 2D flat dimensional drawing of a 6-pointed Star of David. That is your Merkaba star. There's nothing corrupt about this one, okay, you guys? Picture it up against a black screen with your flat Merkaba star. It's a 6-pointed star. If you were to separate the star, you would have a star pointed like this, and then you would have one pointing like this, okay? If you separate them, you have one up, one down. That's your Merkaba. And when you bring it together, one spins clockwise and one spins counterclockwise at a certain angle. That's your Merkaba. So you picture the two-dimensional Star of David, also known as a Hierophant, up against a black screen made of white light. This is one of the times you can use white light. And it's stationed at the 6th chakra in the inside of your forehead, okay? You picture this inside your forehead. And if you can't generate a visual, you simply just imagine the symbol there. I put it behind a black screen so that symbol pops out. So you have one Star of David Hierophant right in the middle of your forehead, which is the 6th, the 4th, I'm sorry. It is the 6th chakra. Your third eye is the 6th chakra. The crown is the 7th. So you continue visualizing the image. Now you move your Merkaba all the way to the left side. I know it probably looks like right because we're on a camera. You move that Merkaba over to the left side, okay? And then in your inner field of vision, you bring down another Merkaba. We're doing 2. You bring down your another Star of David. Okay, and this one is in dark silver. Okay, so now that one's in your 4th chakra, in your inner field of vision. Now you observe the 2 Merkaba stars, one in the center of your forehead and one to the left. And you're going to slowly bring those 2 images together back to the 4th chakra in the middle of your forehead. So you bring the white Merkaba right into the middle of your forehead. And now you have a 12-pointed star. You have a 12 Merkaba star in the color of pale silver light. It is now a Hierophant. It is the scalar wave template that governs the release of phase lock of the Maharic shield. This will release phase lock. We've been in phase lock where you cannot produce this. You visualize the image of the Hierophant symbol clearly in your mind. And now shift your breath. Think of the sound of your breath with the Hierophant in your middle of your forehead. You take several slow, deep breaths. And you take that Hierophant, and as you exhale, you're going to force the breath, to force it, the Hierophant, and push the Hierophant all the way down into the position, all the way to the 6th chakra, through the central body current into the Earth's core, which is inner Earth, the 2nd dimension. You take a few more breaths, slow breaths, and while visualizing the image of the Hierophant symbol into the center of the Earth, you picture the pale silver gray into Earth, into the Earth's core. Imagine now the Hierophant begins to spin in the Earth's core. The dark silver Merkaba star and the white Merkaba star is spinning in opposite directions, clockwise and then counterclockwise. Spin the Hierophant progressively faster until it takes on a life of its own. And suddenly it pops and it expands to form a pale silver sphere of light spinning in the center of the Earth. The sphere spinning, one this way, one this way. Can you imagine that frequency, that energy force? Okay, you guys, picture that in Earth, that sphere. Observe the pale silver Hierophant spinning in Earth's core, and then visualize an image that a huge horizontal pale silver spinning disc emerges from the Hierophant sphere, forming a massive pale silver disc of light spinning throughout the Earth and extending outward into the atmosphere as a rotating horizontal plane. You have Earth, you have the sphere, it's spinning and then it pops and expands. Okay, here's Earth and here's the disk. It expands outside of Earth. Okay, it's expanding outside of Earth. So you're seeing a flat disk. You know, picture it like this. Okay, I will post pictures of this as well. So it's spinning through the Earth and it's extending outward into the atmosphere, okay, as it's rotating a horizontal plane. Hold on, I lost it. Shit. This is terrible timing. Keep it going. Keep it spinning. You guys, don't stop. Here it is. Okay. My documents got messed up. While spinning, be aware of the planetary Maharic shield spinning in that horizontal plane through the Earth's body, and refocus your attention to the spinning silver Hierophant sphere that was rotating in Earth's core. You will now use the Hierophant sphere to activate your personal Merkaba shield and release the 12th dimensional pillar of light within your energetic field, okay? So you take several slow, deep breaths and visualizing that Hierophant sphere spinning in Earth's core. Picture it spinning. And on the next inhale, draw the Hierophant sphere up the Earth's core, forming a pale silver cord, a cord that's going to trail, you guys, about 6 inches thick, trailing behind the Hierophant as it rises to the 12th chakra, which is 6 inches beneath your feet. When one end of the silver cord remains rooted into Earth, in Earth's core, okay, and the other end is attached to the Hierophant sphere and follows in movement, it trails. Visualize the 12th chakra that's 6 inches beneath your feet as a small transparent disc about 3 inches in diameter, positioned in 6 inches beneath your feet, okay? Stop the movement of the Hierophant in the center of the 12th chakra. Imagine the sphere beginning to spin and visualize the diameter of the 12th chakra disc, which is expanding 6 inches beneath your feet, and it's about now 6 inches in diameter. And as the Hierophant spins at its center, take a few slow, deep breaths. And as the Hierophant spins in the center of the 12th chakra, and in the inhale, draw the Hierophant sphere up through the 12th chakra, through the central body current, up to the 14th chakra, which is 36 inches above the head. And as the Hierophant is spinning, as the Hierophant sphere rises, visualize the 6-inch cord trailing behind it. The 6-inch thick silver cord is drawing through the 12th chakra and farther up the central body current, following the path of the Hierophant sphere to the 14th chakra, which is above your head. Visualize the silver cord is as long, thick, pale silver cord of light running from the Earth's core through your body and on top of your head, connecting to the 14th chakra, now 36 inches above the head. Take several deep breaths while imagining that you can feel the sensation of this massive current of clear, pure energy running through your the center of your body all the way. It's an entire container of light coming through. That is the current that is running through your entire body. Now on the next exhale, you're going to push the spinning Hierophant back down through your central body current, while leaving the top end of the pale silver cord attached to the 14th chakra. It's going to stay there 36 inches above the head. And you move the Hierophant down through, all the way through, back down to the 12th chakra, which is 6 inches beneath your feet. And then you stop the Hierophant 6 inches below the 12th chakra, a position about 12 inches below the feet. This is the location of the Maharic shield within the morphogenetic field of the body. So breathe in slowly and visualize the Hierophant spinning progressively faster beneath the feet until the Hierophant takes on a life of its own and suddenly pops and expands to form an expanding horizontal disc of pale silver light 12 inches beneath the feet. Feel the disc as its circular platform of 3 yards in diameter below the feet. Call to mind the image of the massive horizontal disk of pale silver light spinning through the Earth's body, the planetary Maharic shield image of, and the sensation of a large spinning pale silver platform disk 12 inches beneath your feet. And that's your personal Merkaba shield. So you have a shield in inner earth and you have a shield below your feet. Okay. Now breathe slowly and deeply while visualizing, imagining a massive rush of pure, cool, pale silver energy running from the planetary Maharic shield up through the pale silver cord until you're into your personal Maharic shield 12 inches beneath your feet. You breathe as this energy runs, filling your Maharic shield to its energy holding capacity. And that completes the meditation for the Maharic shield. When you're doing this, there is another Maharic shield, and I believe it's the Amara flame, and it's longer and it's more complicated. But this one, the more you do it, the more you will keep that current running. Like I said earlier, it's temporary, but the more you do it, it lasts longer. You will feel the difference. I hear feedback from people. I was just working with my dog's chiropractor, doing energy work on her, and she's been doing this Maharic Shield, and she feels a big difference. So I'm going to also leave you with another energy protection, which is my personal one that was personally given to me and that I have shared before. It is called the Christos Diamond Sun Body, and this is a very simple one. So while you're learning the Maharic 12D shielding technique, you can do this one. And this is super, super simple. And it's one of the most, it's really sacred. And what it is, it's the Christos Diamond Sun Body. So you picture a diamond and you have the line and equal portions of lines of a cross. The line going vertical is the masculine, and the line going horizontal, that's going horizontal, is the feminine, and they're equal. Okay, this is all equal, and it's embodied in the diamond. So in this diamond, you will see the cross. Okay, this is a sacred symbol. It is the very beginning portions of the shape of a Kathara grid. Okay, you picture this symbol above your head in platinum. So it's think of the color platinum, mercury. Okay, picture the color mercury embodied in the Christos Diamond Sun Body, going in light, running through the top of your head, all the way through that whole entire current, all the way down past your feet, and then back all the way up. It's very, very similar to the 12D, but this is just a very simple technique to do real quick. And so that will also protect your energy field. I recommend doing it as much as you want. I always protect my fields before I go to, when I wake up and before I do any kind of spiritual work. I would love to hear some feedback. I know it's complicated. I will also leave on my Rumble channel has two Maharic Seals videos. One's the explanation and one is just the meditation. And I can also leave the links on Facebook, you guys. So thank you for joining me. I love you all. I'm really glad I didn't get off of Facebook now. You guys are family, and we are a support team, and we need that. And we're this week is going to be pretty amazing. What you're going to find is with on Monday, those of you who are extremely activated already, you're going to see a pretty quick, instantaneous things happening. Things that you will be like, oh, whoa, it's happening. Things that you'll see, you might see flashes of lights, which would be the flashlight sequences. I see those. And those who are not that activated and that are watching this and are very curious, you will be a little bit slower in activation, but you will still see something happening. There's because this affects your entire body system, your thyroids, your hormones, everything. This is a DNA. This is DNA activation, and it's pretty amazing. So it could take up to some people that are really not open in the consciousness connection area. It might take about 120 days to really be like, oh my gosh, something happened, and they're waking up. You're going to start seeing people waking up more with this. All right. Thank you for joining me. And if you have questions, just give me a holler. Bye. Have a great weekend.